if Brandon was in the house and she was doing that to Danielle before the nominations, that would be, he would be like, what do you think you're doing, honey? You're trying to ruin our games. We can't win. And also, she was, Jordan has a mouth on her. Y'all thought she was Miss Quiet Jordan girl. I think that Brandon would have yelled at her for that. Yeah, he would have yelled at Rachel for that, and she'd be crying and pouting like a big baby. But Jordan has a mouth on her. I didn't know Jordan had a mouth on her, but Jordan does have a mouth on her. Telling Collie, however you say her name, off like that. And then during the nominating ceremony, she didn't think her. She just said what she said. And I was like, you said it up in age, Rachel. And Jeff, you need to watch your back. Because you think you're going to win HOH next week? Think again. Because you haven't won HOH yet this season. And for you to say, well, since you're putting me up, I'm gutting for you. I don't care if I'm going up for I don't care if I'm going up to be, to win veto or whatever, which he does win. And it's like, dude, I mean, you're not her target. But yeah, you don't want to be put on the block. That's the bad thing. But still, Jeff's just, ugh. He's like, well, you put me up, and even if I do get veto and I stay in this game and do what you want, next week you're going home. I'm gutting for you. I wasn't at first because I want the floaters out, but now I'm gutting for you. And it's like, who says you're going to win HOH next week, Jeff? You haven't won one yet. Someone else could win and put you up and take and you go home. Then you're going to wish that you didn't say those words. You know? Rachel is doing the same shit she did last season, and Rachel will go home this week. I agree. Because Brandon would have been better in the house than Rachel. I mean, last year, Brandon gave Rachel the veto to save her ass, and then he got saved and didn't get sent home. And it's like, dude, it's like, I don't know, he's just stupid. It's like, don't you understand? She told you that if she wins Big Brother, she's gonna get plastic surgery on her face to look more uglier, I guess. I don't know. And he's like, honey, you don't need to do that. You're sexy the way you're sexy. Dude, get your eyes checked. What the hell are you smoking? Because she ain't that gorgeous. And then she's gonna, if she wins, she's gonna use money for plastic surgery. She can't share the money with Brandon. She can't give him some of the money. She can buy him something, but that's it. And vice versa. So I don't know what they were thinking by doing that to each other. But, I live for Big Brother. Oh, and if you got a Facebook, you can join my Facebook group called Surviving Big Brother. It's pretty cool. We post videos and spills and talks about the show, and we show photos and whatnot. And also, I go live all the time talking about Big Brother. So if you ever see me live, come in, talk Big Brother. Sometimes I go live during the show, so we can talk during the show. But of course, during the show, I have to be quiet, so you only get my reactions when I type. So, that's cool that I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm very sorry. I'm bad with pronouncing names. Is it Sina? Sina? Am I pronouncing it right? If I'm not, I'm very, very sorry. But, oh, so would you like me to call you Jamie then? Because I don't mind calling you that. Also, okay, I can do that. Also, I also have a YouTube's if you want to check out some of my YouTube videos. And if you miss any live shows on stickam, I do record them and I put them on my YouTube's and also stickam, which is God is Good too. So just to let you know there. But anyways, who do you want back in the house this Thursday? Or to try to get back in the house? I want Dominic because he's hot and he'll help. Also, he'll help Danielle win the game. And they're a cute couple together. I mean, they should date. But if not him, Casey or Cassie, because Cassie, she's a model. She knew what she was doing in the game. And plus, she pisses off Rachel. So if Rachel doesn't get out of the fucking house, then I hope she comes in and just pisses off Rachel and sends Rachel bye bye. Because she can just go, you sent me home, Rachel. Now I send you home. Bye bye. That'd be so hilarious. I live for this game. Do you like Survivor as well? Because the reason for the name Surviving Big Brother is because of Big Brother and Survivor. I love Survivor. See, I was watching. How I got into Big Brother was I watched an episode of Survivor. Like I kept seeing it. They kept playing the first episode like tons of times, and I was like, fine, I'll check out Survivor. And I checked it out one time at my grandmother's house on my mom's side, and I just fell in love. And then I saw doing Survivor about this Big Brother thing, and I was like, what's this? I want to check this out. This seems interesting. And it was on like right after Survivor, so I checked it out, and I was like, I love this show. So for the first season was so different from all the other seasons. They didn't have veto, they didn't have HRH, they didn't even have to vote. All they had to do was vote two people, and then the fans voted for them. And of course, we rigged it and everything else. That's why they took it away from us. But they were kind of boring in the house because they didn't have to do anything. The only thing they had to do was do competitions for groceries in the house, for how much groceries they can get in the house. I mean, they had chickens and a little garden, and that was about it. And then in season two, they had HOH, but they didn't have veto yet. And then they finally came up with veto, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. And I'm glad that in All Star they changed the peanut butter and jelly to slop because the peanut butter and jelly was like nothing. I could eat that, psh, no big deal. But nobody really cared to work hard on being the one on peanut butter and jelly because it's like no big deal food. But now it's kind of like the whole rice thing in Survivor. But now they have it where you have to eat slops. It's like regular oatmeal that tastes really bad, and I like that because then it's like they try harder. What did you think about the food competition, the Have Not game tonight? Well, Jordan lost the game for their team, but they had to eat some really nasty foods together. I would have made it really nasty, put their nastiest items. I would have put the jalapenos in there for the hotness. Let them have at least one vote, one name. And then grab two others that would make it so nasty they couldn't chug it. And they would throw up. But that's just me.